Howdy, everyone. Welcome to the show, or welcome to the stream. Either one. Trying to get some things set up here. Sorry, I had an original posting for this show, and I took it down, and I went ahead and threw another one up so me and Matt can get here and talk with you all if you happen to drop by. And I do have some stuff to show, but thanks for being here, Mac. You go ahead and turn it over to you for a minute.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Hopefully we get a few jumping on here tonight. So I'm in the middle of doing some 223 stuff. I've got some, I'm loading up on this, where is it, this one, this 650 here. I'm loading some 223 on it, 55 grain. I'm using the Varmint, is it? Alliance powder Varmint, I'm using that. I got 55 grain. I believe they're, what have I got? They're not berry bullets. I think they're Hornady bullets. They were pull bullets. I bought a bunch of pull bullets.
Right.
And they came out really cheap, so I'm loading them on that. I'm using CCI primers.
Cool. What powder did you say you were using?
Let me grab it.
Let me see it. Yeah, let us see it. Hang on a minute.
A lion powder, and it's called Varmint.
Oh, okay. Oh, I remember that now. I know it. When you said it, I couldn't think of it, but I remember it now. Yeah. Let me know how that turns out.
Power Pro Varmint for smaller loads, for smaller rifle cut. I've used it for a while, and it works out pretty good. It only takes about 24 grains, so it's quite a low. You're not using too much powder on it.
Let me ask you this: you're using it with 55 grain bullets?
Yeah.
Wow. How much does the jug cost you, or have you got it just recently?
I bought that one a while ago. I probably paid under 300 for it, maybe 280.
280.
All the prices went stupid.
Okay, so that would do.
Stocked up well before all this crap went through with the COVID and all the prices went up. I got a lot of powder, primers, and bullets, and it was just it saw me through the whole thing. So I still got plenty of product left.
Oh, cool. I'm going to try that powder. People don't realize it. When you get a jug, a 4-pound jug of Silhouette, depending on say 1,000 feet per second, I'm just giving numbers here. It's out of the air a little bit, but bear with me. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I calculated I can do 4 pounds of it. I can do 3,600, 700 rounds of 40 cal. With Silhouette, 4 pounds of Silhouette pistol powder. That's a lot of rounds. Yeah. So I'm trying to get my brother. He's probably watching to put a fire under his bottom and get that powder over here. But anyway, I appreciate you coming on and helping me, Mac, being here with me, man. It's good to have you. I really do appreciate it. And good to see y'all on the side chat. Lasco and Andy joined us. Eagle Run 23. Good to see you, Eagle. Bobby Barlow, Brutal Bob. What's up, Bob? And then, of course, MacMan Stipend here. Yeah, I should have left this up, and we won't go into that. But I'm going to try to, probably even after the night, I may go ahead and post my Thursday live stream at 9:05. Just leave it up and put some community tab up on it, too. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys some. Let's see, how many's in here? 7? That's good enough. I am working on some stuff for my brother, and I'll be doing not tutorials, just kind of like Mac does, and we all do, sit around and just do actual stuff on the bench. I got a brand new set of Lee Deluxe 40 dies, brand new. The only thing that's been used is the sizer, a couple of pieces of brass. This is my brother. He's got a 40 cal that I sold him, Taurus PT 101 with adjustable sight, stainless steel. Nice gun. Got 1,000 rounds of CCI small pistol powder. Don't ask me what I paid for these, but I'll just go ahead and tell you, $100 plus tax local. It is what it is. And, I got a lot going on here now. 10 millimeter, which is going to be 40, 155 grain XTP, never loaded. It is opened, I think. Yeah, I did open it. Look at it. Got those in. He turned those over to me. I told him to get all this stuff over. I needed content, so I'm going to be making some videos. I was checking my Lawman I bought in 2000. Actually, I bought this here under, before Obama, probably under the bush. Yeah, it was under bush. It's a Lawman Spear 165 grain total metal jacket, 40 caliber, S&W. So, I've got, oh, what else have I got? Hang on. I'm still pulling stuff out of my hat. I've got, and I'm going to do some videos on this stuff too. But I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys. And I appreciate you guys being here. Got 500 box of 40, 155 grain plated S&W 40 cal. Got that from Accurate, I think Accurate.com. And I got this, and this is exciting because I'm going to get a 40 cal pistol. I'm going back to 40. I'm going to do 9 sometimes in my M&P 2.0. I may buy an M&P 2.0 probably with optics and 40 cal. Optic, actually not, optic's not going to be on it, but it'll have the plates, you know. So bear with me. And here, and I'll do videos on this too and start posting it. You guys check it out. I appreciate it. I've got, look at this goodie bag. 500 rounds of brand new Starline brass, 40 cal. Check that out. Now, this is probably pitiful compared to what Mac and a few others like Highboy's got. I wished I had that stuff stacked like Highboy. Boy, man, it's, wow. Man, eventually I'm going to do that if everything, you know, prices come down. I'm going to start, I'll actually just put it out on the bench so everybody can see it from time to time and kind of show it off, if you know what I mean.
I haven't got too much 40 brass, maybe a couple of thousand rounds. I tend to use 10 mil. I'm more of a 10 mil guy. I'll only keep the 40. If any of the guys that want to go shooting me wants to shoot a 40, I'll make some 40 up. But other than that, I just tend to load 10 mil at the moment.
I love 40 cal. Maybe it's because this is the first pistol. Actually, not the first. Well, the first brand new semi-auto pistol I bought was a PT 101 adjustable sight stainless steel, running about $500. I bought that thing, I think, in 2005, and it shoots. I mean, it shoots lights out accurate. It's not like the polymers where it seems to be a little spread out. And it's an aluminum, stainless steel slide upper, and aluminum lower. And it's a nice gun. I like it, and I just want to get back into it. I wouldn't mind having I'd like to get me a 1911 in 10 mil, something like that. I won't be able to do something. Highboy said, did someone say his name? Yeah, we were talking about all your bullets you got lined up there. And I don't have the components like you and Max got, Highboy. And I wished I did, but this is the most components I've had in pistol. Now I've got XTP over 9, about 200 of those I'm on the load. I got, actually for them, I got small Magnum pistol primers. Forget what I gave for them things. I think $45 during COVID. Something I'd have to go dig them out and look. I don't even remember now. But good to see you, Brutal Bob. Let me call a few people out right quick here. Bear with me. My Mac. Eagle Run was with us. I called out. Brutal Bob is with us. Good to see you guys. Eagle Run 2-3. Warmstrong Adventures. Brutal, I call him. 76 Highboy Reloading. Critter 9A. Good to see you, Highboy. Good to see you, Critter. Who else is here? Looks like that's it. I've been over to Warmstrong. He's a nice guy. He's on Betty J morning streams. Morning coffee at I think 9 a.m. Eastern time. I'm thinking, if I'm wrong, let me know, Warmstrong. If she does a panel, I'm on eventually. Hey, Stock Explorer. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. We're just talking reloading here, especially tonight because I got a lot of goodies here. And but all this is 40. But I would love to have a 10 millimeter. I don't want the Smith polymer because I don't like the idea that it's not a 5-inch. Why they did not put that pistol in a 5-inch barrel is beyond me. I cannot figure that one out. I think it's 4.5. I can't even remember. Do you know what I'm talking about? That
yeah, the shorter barrel one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they put a 5 on it, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. But I'm not going to buy a 4 plus like that That's funny because I had just tuned in and was not sure if I heard it. Yeah, I was talking to Mike about all the bullets and stuff lined up on the bench. And I said, like, hi, boy, and you. Yep.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that new FN 510 to come out in 10 mil. That's probably going to be next on my bucket list. They make that tactical one in FDE. It looks really nice, but nobody's got it yet.
I'll take a look at that because I'd love to go to 10. I love 40, and that way I could shoot it in 40 cal and I have a 10 millimeter. And I did want a 10 millimeter. I've only one for quite a while. All of a sudden now it seems to be the round everybody's talking about these days. Let's see what Bob's got. Oh, Bernie's with us. Good to see you, Bernie. Thank you, Stock Explorer, for coming in. Warm, strong. I appreciate you dropping in, man. It means a lot to me. Hope you all are having, when I say guys, that means just ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all are having a good day. I had oh boy, I could tell you some stories. For 3 days, I woke up one morning. Now, I've mentioned this to you all. I've had armadillos for probably 7 years or 8 years. They'll go out here now, knock in, they're getting grub worms about 6 inches deep in my yard, and it looks like a bunch of wild hogs. All right, they did the front yard. Well, now they're attacking my home. A hole 12 inches around. I go out a few days ago, and I look over near my shrubs, and there's a big giant hole in a pile of dirt about that tall. I go, what the crap? So had to be an armadillo and a bunch of, I think, babies probably, and I filled the hole back up, knowing it could be in the hole, and I actually researched them now. I know what they're like. And I took the dirt out this evening, and I learned online you can actually flood their sleeping quarters and kill them, drown them. So I stuck a garden hose, dug it up, opened it up, and pushed the thing down there, and it was about 3 foot deep, at least the part I could, push it and measure it. I took a garden hose, put it in there, and turned it on high. I flooded that hole full of solid water, man. If anything was in there, it's dead. Now, the other things I'm going to do, I've got a cage out there that I can get it. And I won't go into some issues here tonight on this live stream, if you know what I mean. But I may get a 220 trap. I talked with Georgia Trapping and Fishing this evening, and I may get a 220. Bam! Take that joker and just crush him in half and throw him in the woods. So, now, why I'm talking like this, everybody, you got to realize armadillos will destroy your foundation of your home if they get under them. And I've got a slab, so I can't afford them to get under there and go under there and dig. The depth of it is 5 foot down, and they're known to dig tunnels 24 feet in length. And that's where they go and hide and sleep. They're nocturnal, typically. And I did learn from Georgia Trapping this evening to get some grub worm. That's why they're attacking my house. Apparently, I got a lot of grub worms in my yard. And maybe the moisture, who knows? And Georgia Trapping said he had one going into a trunk tree he had cut down in a root. Had a big old hole dug, and he went and got some of that stuff and spread it out with one of those spreaders. And it would kill grub worms. And he said it went away and no more armadillos. So I'm going to do that too. So I'm going to treat my lawn with about a big old giant bag of that stuff to kill the grub worms. That way they won't even come here because that's what they're looking for. That's why I see all these little holes everywhere. They're going into the top surface 3 to 6 inches, and they're pulling worms out. And eating on my end of my house, I got a whole trail. So I got a cage out there now, and it's kind of like, I think, 32, 10 wide, 12 tall. And you don't bait armadillos. You kind of funnel them in. So I got some boards, and I got the house as a funnel, and they're blind, basically. And when it walks tonight, and if it goes into that funnel and goes in that cage, bam, that door closes. I got me an armadillo to, how can I say this live? Dispose of? But I won't.
Barbecue it, smoke it.
I'm not going to eat no armadillo.
You got to give it a go. It's fresh.
I've never even heard of that, actually. And I've heard of eating everything you can think of, but no way. I'm gonna eat them things. That's some ugly creatures, man. They got a weird head, weird body, and weird little feet. They make footprints out there. I take the broom, a driveway broom and I smooth it over, and I can see their footprints in the morning. Actually, I got my alarm set. Georgia Trapping told me typically at 1:30, which I did. I got up one night at 1:30, set the alarm, and I went out there, nothing. I think I got up at 5:30. What was it? 6 o'clock, I think, when the sun come up. Went out there and looked, and they had been there. He said go out there about 4. Somebody he knows actually killed 3 of them, got rid of 3, and just put it that way. So I got plans for those jokers, and I'm gonna use a green night light. I'm gonna be out there with a. I don't have it here. I'd show you. It's one of those little headband lights. It's got red light and a green light and a white light. I'm gonna turn the green on, and I'm gonna look at those beady eye jokers. And I might not even go worry about it. I might just go ahead and go hot dog, bang. But no, I'm kidding on that. I'm not gonna do it out there. But I hope to catch them in a cage. Hey, Hillbilly Up's with us. Good evening, sir. Good to see you. You can skin them, and I figured you might know that. He said you can skin them and make some body armor. Oh, boy. I hear they say that I've heard that they can also take a 22 round. Now, you can drown them with a garden hose in their den. You can shoot them with a 22, or you can catch them in a cage, and that's about it. Outside of that, and you ain't got you don't have many options with them jokers. They're weird. You can't bait them. That's why you have to funnel them into a little cage. Luckily, I do have the cage. Hey, Vanessa's joined us. Thank you for dropping by, Hillbilly. Mark Thomas joined us. Stock Explorer's still with us. Thank you for coming in, Nora. Appreciate it. Hillbilly Up. Woman Outdoors come in here a little early. Said, hello, Brutal Bob. Who else is here with us? Critter 9A joined us. Woman Outdoors joined us. Don't want to miss anybody. Take a moment to. Bernie Sanchez joined us. Who else? And that's about it. Yeah, I was mentioning to Mike, I said, boy, I'd love to have that bench like High Boys got there with all those bullets and all that brass, man. Before COVID hit, I was starting to get powder. And I had my mind on powder. I only had like a few thousand rounds probably of primers. And I went out and got some H335 during COVID at $229. And I thought that was too expensive, but I went ahead and bought it. Now it's $270, $280. So I got 8 pounds, 8, 9, 10. I think I got almost 10 pounds of H335. But Vanessa Kitty, I appreciate you guys joining us. Info Bros jumped in there. Oh, I got 16 on. Oh, thanks, guys. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all that stuff there. What you got? What all you're doing? What'd you say you're doing? 223 Mac?
Yeah, I've got some 3 going on at the moment. I've got it going in this one. So I got some 223, just using mixed brass that I processed. I'm using that varmint powder, 55 grain bullets, and I'm using CCI primers. So I got that going at the moment. I finished doing it. I probably loaded about, I want to say 2,000 or 3,000 9mm last week. So I'm nice and full with those. Probably do the same with 223, and then I think next sort of big bulk will probably be 300 blackout.
Trying to find Hillbilly Up to highlight him here. I'm gonna highlight a few of you guys. Gals. Hope you're doing well, Hillbilly.
That new case trimmer, that Henderson precision case trimmer. I don't know if you saw the little teaser video I put out on that and the unboxing. So that came in the start of the week. So I'm going to do a little video series on that.
That'll be cool. Yeah. I've actually watched that the past few years, and I watched videos on that one. And I want to get the one for the, I can't think of the name now, Gerard. It's, you can put it on a drill, and it'll actually cut the length of the brass and then chamfer and deburr it all in one time. It's like, it was $100 online. That's the one I'm going to get for a drill.
This is what this one does. It trims it and does the inside and the outside.
Can't beat that. Let's see. Mark Thomas said AR could use a few. I don't know what that means. Hillbilly Up. Hey, you want a link, Hillbilly? You're welcome to join us, man. Come here. I'm not going to do a long stream, but we'll talk a little bit. Let's see what he's got saying here. Probably, let's see, put a camera and see what time. Yeah, I'm gonna get a trail cam too. Put out there. I was wanting to see if I could get a trail cam that would alert me. A notification would wake me up, maybe. That way I could go out there and get him. Yeah. Yeah. One night they skipped, and the next morning I got up, I filled the hole up. Next night they dug it. I think that third night, I went out at 1:30, no sign of them, nothing dug up. I went out at, I think, 5:30 or 6, nothing. Next night, they didn't do the big hole, but they hit a little 3-inch, 6-inch little holes all around my slab foundation here. I mean, it looks like a bunch of little tiny hogs just messed the dirt up. It's a mess. Andre D'Angelo's with us. Good to see you, Andre. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Thank you. Info Bros is with us, of course. Yeah, we got a little crowd here. I was going to do some loading, but like I say, I took my original show down. I didn't know I was going to. I had this originally scheduled for 9:05. Next week, stick with me and we'll do 9:05. Try to every Thursday unless if health permits, I should say. So if I'm doing good, I'll do a stream. And if I don't do it, I'll kind of notify you all and put on our cancel. And I'll reschedule it for the next week. Vanessa says my cat catches. Like I was telling you all earlier, Georgia Trapping said he had one in a tree stump. That's what I was trying to think, stump. And once he did the grub worms, he said they literally didn't come on his property anymore. And if that's all it takes, a big bag of that stuff, say $30 or whatever, I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to broadcast it out there heavy. And I probably have to do it every couple times a year, maybe. But I'm going to do it. Let's see, Info's got a question for you.
Yeah, I had a truck built almost 4 years ago. I built a 24-foot Freightliner, custom built one. Wow. So I'm probably going to keep it for a couple more years, and then I'll change it to one of the newer ones. Yeah, that truck, I can't remember which video was it. I think it might have been the one that actually said Mack on the front. It was actually a Mack made truck as well. Mm-hmm. That was a really, really nice truck. It had the big chrome stacks on it, black aluminum wheels. It was like 200 grand, that truck was. So they're not cheap, but probably a couple of years I'll probably change mine. But I've had mine almost 4 years, and I've only done 34,000 on it, 34,000 miles. So I don't do a lot of mileage. So I'm going to probably hang on to it for a bit longer.
Right. Hey, well, I should have notified Hillbilly up earlier. Look for a link maybe next week, you guys. Critter, I always let you come up. You want to drop in, you're welcome. If you want a link, I'll send it to you now. I don't really want to, push you all in on here, but sometimes if you want to jump on the thing, hey, ask me, and I'll send you a link. And if I post this show, next week will be a good day. Next week to go ahead and go live at 9:05. Thumbs up, 14 watching, and 5 thumbs. Wow. I try to, every stream I go into, I'll, on my phone, for example, I'll go in and hit the thumbs up. Sometimes I'll forget, 5 minutes or so, or 10 minutes, but I'll close on my phone, I'll close the side chat out, go up there, hit the thumbs up, and go back into the live chat now on my phone. I like their new thing where it says all you do is hit the live chat and you go right back into it. That's pretty nice. Vanessa says her cat catches critter. She's talking that military time. Look, almost like military time. 300 hours. Yeah. Anyway, appreciate refresh. It's higher.
Yeah, it looks like there's 16 thumbs up now.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Yes. Like I said, if I say guys, it means everyone. Appreciate you dropping by. Anybody want a link? Throw a thumb up or something. Or let me know, and like I say, it's unplanned, but you're welcome to come on and chat a minute if you want to. Packer64 joined us. Do what now?
I finally got some stickers made up.
Oh, cool.
I went to that, what's it called? Something Mule, is it? Sticker Mule. And they sent me a free hot sauce.
Wow.
Sticker Mule hot sauce. And I'm not a big hot sauce fan, so that might be a giveaway when I hit my one. Might be one of the giveaways on my 500 sub giveaway. So
Okay. I put a little hot. I don't strain my brain, Bob. I put a little bit in vegetable soup, big old crock pot. I'll put a few dashes of that hot sauce, but you can't tell it really. Typically, if you cook it, I'll do chuck roast, 2 cans of tomato juice, sliced up potatoes, baby carrots, and then some frozen mixed vegetables. And then a thing of extra corn and extra lime, another thing of frozen lima beans. I dump all that in a big giant crock pot, and I sit and put it on low and let it cook overnight. And boy, is it good! And I mix it with not only frozen vegetables, I mix it with the real, the natural produce. That way, it gives it more flavor. See what Critter's got going on here.
Hillbilly said to jump on if you want to send him a
Oh,
link,
okay. Hang on, Hillbilly.
link. And there's a new name, Peterson Farms of Nashville. Hi there. I haven't seen that name. Is that something you've been on with?
Oh, yeah. Stream? It's somebody I'm sub to. Hang on, see. I think I got your.
How you doing? Just good to see you.
Okay. Yeah, I got your email.
I'll have to go in and have a look at your. I'll go sub to your channel.
Yeah, I hadn't had a chance yet. Yeah, check these channels out. Throw a link, a few links. Don't overdo it, but throw a link out for these new people, and you all check them out. They got some good. The reloading community has a lot in common with the prepping community. We hoard ammo, we hoard guns, we reload, and so we're similar. And so I love the prepping, the homesteads, all that stuff. I appreciate you coming in, Peterson Farms of Nashville. He knows Bob. He's saying hello to Bob. And I have been on his channel. I have checked so many out, but yeah, some new people. I appreciate each and every one of you dropping in on here. Hillbilly, the link is sent. You want a link, Critter? I always like to see what Critter's up to. He's either got a wagon or what is it? Last time he bought, what was it? A trailer? I think he got that paid off. And he reloads. I think he's out of primers. It's weird how this right when I feel like I'm talking in a box. That is weird. Hang on a minute. Something's wrong with my sound.
I've just subbed to Peterson's Farm in Nashville. I'll go in and watch some of his videos later.
Yeah, check them out. I check. I follow. Let's see. I'm actually probably going to go on her stream eventually. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. She's a nice lady, Susan. She's got chickens. She's got sunflowers, big giant ones. She knows canning. She knows all that stuff. She's got some good videos.
Years ago, not long after leaving school, I worked in a John Deere dealership. I was the stores manager in a John Deere dealership back home. And I also worked in I don't know if you remember it was called David Brown. It was an old David Brown tractor place, and they used to do the class or the clace machines for harvesting grass and things. And they did a lot of all that machinery, and I worked in both those places. So I got quite a bit of work around some of that, some of those cool tractors and stuff.
Let's see. Hey, we didn't put their link in there yet for Peterson's Farms of Nashville. You already subbed them, Bob.
I've just gone in and subbed them, but I don't know how to put the links in.
Okay. Well, we got mods in here. Now, Bob, he don't usually do the links. So who else could mod? I can't remember. I know Vanessa is, but she may not be with us right now. Trying to think.
Peterson Farms in Nashville. I think that's the link up there.
I can do it, but I didn't want to get tied up.
Copy.
Here. Let's see.
No, I think that's going to work there. I think that's the link for Peterson Farms in Nashville. There you go.
Are you a mod? You're a mod, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking you. Okay. Appreciate that.
I just went in and copied and pasted it into the.
Okay, that'll work. Critters. Oh, hang on, Critter. Sorry, man.
There you are. It's on for that one. I think I've done that one for you.
Bear with me, Critter, a minute. We'll get Critter on here. Hillbilly up. There we go. Sent the link, Critter. Been a while since we've seen you. Good evening, Chris. Chris from the 740s with us. Hope you're doing well. Got Piker 64 in here. Thank you for coming in. Shout outs and connections. That's what we're going to kind of, we're going to do content. I'm going to do content, panels, a little bit of everything. I do want to do more content, even on lives, similar to what Mac's doing. And I did it one time, I think. Was it last year? I think I did one. Actually, me and you did one on that. You were at your place. I was here. We put it on a live stream, that Zero Press you got.
Yeah.
I had a lady, Hillbilly Ranch, watch that today, made a comment on it, Mac. So we got another view on that one. And there you go.
Subbed to Woman Outdoors, and I just put a link up for her.
Thank you. Yeah, check these channels out, everyone. They're, like I say, they're in different communities, but they're good people. So I follow, let's see who all, I was trying to think. Tasha, there we go. I hear it click. Bam. What's up, Hillbilly?
Hey guys, how y'all doing this evening?
Doing good. If I could kill some armadillos.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh boy.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on here. It took me a minute. I was editing some videos, and so I had to unplug a few things to get my mic and camera all plugged in. So sorry about that, bud.
Oh, no rush, man. You wouldn't believe what I got to hook up, Hillbilly. I mean, it's see the analog audio interface, USB. Another thing over here that has noise gates and bass and treble. It's over here under my bench actually on my printer. This cable I got to hook up. These ears got to plug this up, and that one on the bench. I mean, it's a mess. I had to really rush at it. Bam, bam, bam.
You betcha.
A lot of stuff. I forgot that some people have to hook up more stuff than others. Most people just do a laptop, or even occasionally on the phone.
How you doing tonight, Mac man?
I am good. Busy day in work. Just waiting for all the stock to come in that I ordered in the show last weekend.
All right.
A full truck of stock coming in. I spent way too much money.
Bet you did. Actually, when I seen that new truck on your video, I sat there and looked at those shells, and I said, "That's going to be a lot of money Mac's got to put in that truck, or a truck." Period. You had to do that second. You had to do that second truck, though, right?
Yeah, the second truck. He's doing really well. That guy is Tom. He's doing really well.
That's good. Yeah. Mac went from 1 to 2 trucks. I always thought I always thought about getting that years ago. Pondered it because I was a mechanic, worked in a shop at one time in my mid 20s, I think. Actually, my early 20s when I look back on it. Let's see, about 2 years after Elvis passed away, I think I went to work at a shop, and I wound up busting tires and oil changes and moved up to mechanic in 6 months. Did front end alignments, brake, AC overhauls, all that stuff. I got smart. I learned to hook myself up with an older mechanic that'd been around a lot of years, decades, and I helped him. He got bonuses. So I would actually help him do his work when I had free time, and he would teach me all this stuff. Actually, he's passed away now. It's been so long. But
yeah, my dad's owned a garage and body shop for, I think, about 47 years now. So I grew up knowing all the tool drivers off and on over the years. So
sounds like you turned some wrenches then.
Oh yeah. I always, grew up. I was always into cars and race cars and all that stuff anyhow. And so, I was always up there helping. And really my main, job, or what I've done most of my life, is excavating. But yeah, I like working on vehicles, my own race cars and stuff like that. So, but I'll tell you what, most of our tool guys, not only do they sell tools, but they also traded guns with us too. So,
wow.
Yep.
Yeah, those days are gone.
You're in Texas, right? Hillbilly?
Yeah, I bet they are.
Yeah, I was thinking Texas is a pro-gun state. Yeah, I'm in Georgia, which is one, and our county is actually a 2 Second Amendment county, supposedly.
I'm in Missouri, so
Oh, you're in Missouri? I was thinking Texas
Yeah.
for some reason.
no, yeah, I'm in Missouri,
Okay.
Southwest Missouri, and Ozark Mountains. So most usually, like when you gotta come across the border, around here, if you don't have a gun, then they'll just give you one. So
Oh boy, I know. I was talking to someone the other day. I won't go political, and I was thinking, I don't know if I'd mentioned my daughter. I says, who the heck can tell me that if I buy 2 guns, that somebody's going to knock on my door and ask me questions? I thought, what is going on in this country to come to that,
Well,
But-
I've kind of pondered that myself, and I haven't done it. I have 7 grandchildren actually, but I thought about buying them all and they're younger, but buying them all a Heritage Rough Rider and just putting back for them, as they get the age and learn how to shoot guns. And my 2 oldest ones, they already are shooting some, but I thought it'd be a really great deal for all of them to have one. But then somebody told me, it's like, oh man, if you buy that many of them, you might get put on a list. So
Yeah, they supposedly what I'm seeing on YouTube, they come and knock on your door if you buy 2 or more, and they want to know if you're doing a straw purchase. They claim. Now, I've listened to the attorney. You all probably have too. There's an attorney on YouTube. He says you don't have to really, they typically are nice, but you can just say, hey, I don't want to talk to you. Get a warrant. You can tell because the ATF cannot enter your house over a 2 gun purchase unless you let them in. And so.
think their main objective is to make sure you're not buying them and selling them. So,
Yeah.
I've heard that if they would happen to show up, then you can basically, get the guns and show them like, hey, this is what I got them for, for my collection or whatever. But still,
Yeah, I didn't grow up in a country like that. That's the thing. I remember the days where we went. I'd go buy guns in my early, late teens and early 20s. All you did is go buy the gun and fill out the form, and you didn't even do a background check in those days. So it kind of was when that NIC system come along. My brother mentioned it. I think it was under Bill Clinton when he entered. I looked at my brother one day and I said, "Well, it'll end up being a database." So no, I don't support it. He goes, "Well, I'm second." He's actually a lifetime NRA member. So I did not support it back then. At the point. Now, do you want to keep guns out of criminal? Of course, but they're going to get guns anyway. They're not going to typically go in a store and spend hundreds of dollars or thousands on guns. Most of them. But those days were different. Just go in there and buy a gun and walk out with it.
Thing is, if you go into the store and you do the background check and you clear it, and the store sells you 1, 2, 20 guns, they've cleared you. So if they come knocking on your door, they got no right to come knocking on your door. At the end of the day, everything's been cleared. You've done your background check. You paid for it. The gun shops have given you the guns.
Mhm.
It doesn't bother them whether you bought 1 or 20 guns. It's nothing to do with them. It's your collection, and I don't see why they should come knocking on your door.
What I think it is, it's not so much to see if it's a straw purchase, what they claim. I think it really is to get Americans used to the idea of them knocking on your door. That's what it's about. They try to slowly brainwash us, to make what something common in America. But I won't go any deeper than that on politics. So. See what Piker says. Piker sees right, and I don't remember having to be a certain age to buy ammo. Yeah, I used to go buy 22 ammo. I think I was 16 years old. I don't remember. I know there wasn't a law because I'd buy the stuff. Let's see what Critter's got going on here. ATF dog kill. Yeah, Critter says it straight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Piker 64. Yeah, I'm moving quite a bit of product. We're really busy on the trucks. We're doing really well. So, yeah, that's great. Thanks for asking. Thank you.
Peterson Farms, I am being, man, for like 8 years now. 6-inch holes in my yard, just like little patches, front yard, backyard. Well, we had a lot of rain this year, so the backyard it's awful. I have to go get my dog out there at night and put him in the house. And all of a sudden, when I seen that big hole the other day, it freaked me out. I'll be honest with you, because I'm on a slab. You look at a hole 12 inches around, and it may be at least. I think that day I went down 2 foot into it, but today I actually poked the thing down and it went over 3 foot deep. I just put the dirt back in, put some bricks on top, and I'm gonna get up at. Actually, I got the alarm set at 4 a.m. I'm gonna get up in the middle of the night with a green light, and I'm gonna have a visit with those little creatures. Hey, Rebel 67 SST AMC joined us. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in.
How you doing, Rebel?
He's always with us most of the time. Critter is, Info Bros. Of course, Max on the panel. Chris is with us a lot. Hillbilly's right here. What you got going on, Hillbilly, lately? You up to anything? Reloading guns, new guns, or maybe guns you don't want to talk about? You don't have to. You must be taking a break.
Bob went to an auction and bid on 27 guns once. No ATF in sight.
I see.
During the Trump era.
This is I don't even think it's a executive order. I think he just went to the ATF, the man upstairs, in the White House or the House, and says, I want you, director, I want, implement that rule where we can have the ATF go knock on people's door for straw purchase. I think that's all it was done. I'll look that up to make sure to see, because I could be wrong. Bob says, I have attended gun auctions, have won the bid on 27 guns at once, no ATF inside. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is America. If you want to buy, 10 guns, you buy them. And, I did, I won't tell that story. About
how are you doing, Hasbro? And Sandman have joined us. Hi, guys.
Hasbro. I think Hillbilly took a break. Probably went out back. Sometimes if I'm following a live stream, I'm in and out of here. I'll sit down with coffee like in the morning, then I'll go out, get the dog, or, take water, feed the dog, and then I'll come back. And I hate it when I'm saying hello, because I got to answer everybody hello. Then I got to go out and do that. And if I come back, sometimes I'll see my name called out here, later up the queue. But you want to link Hasbro? We're not going to run a long stream. It's now an hour, about 30 minutes, 30 minutes. We can close it down. There he is.
Yeah, sorry about that. My dogs was
That's
barking. I had to go see what they were barking about. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem, man. Streams are streams. I don't worry about that stuff at all.
I see you deal in a private chat, but I guess you didn't see it. So,
I got to run my mouth talking. Yeah. I look at that sometimes, and sometimes I don't.
yeah.
Best way is text me.
There you go.
Yeah, I forgot to look at that. Now we got quite a few in here. 17 on now. Appreciate everyone turning out. Like I say, it's the last minute stream. I didn't have anything planned. He can't tonight, Hasbro. He does some stuff. He's in the Grendel 6.5 Grendel. That's a gun I want. I'd like to have maybe at least one upper 6.5 Grendel. That's Critter.
Yeah, nice.
You know Critter, Hillbilly? Let's see. Must have a bad internet connection.
We hadn't been on a stream together. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
This is Critter.
Hey, Critter.
Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Good. Temperatures hit 86. It got ready. The beard had to go.
Now you are in Texas.
I am in Texas.
Yeah, and he's in Missouri.
It hit 80 something. My beard had to go.
Actually, in Georgia, it was 75 on my PC here. I think I'll come in today and seen it at one time. And I had to turn the AC on a little bit, kind of cool the house down.
Yesterday, it was 78 the other day. It's like, nah, forget it. The beard's got to go. So I just wheeled my little self out to the front porch and sheared myself. Didn't have to bother cleaning up. Let the wind take it.
Peterson Farms has just subbed to my channel and put a little message up there. Thank you so much. And need any help, just get in touch. If you want to set up your equipment again and need any advice, just jump on and we can talk about it. Thanks for subbing.
Oh, good. He has the reloading equipment. Peterson's farm.
Yeah, he said that he had some. Let me have a look what he says.
Yep.
Have a bunch of reloading equipment and need to get it back up and going. Came over from AR and Your Live. So thanks.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So he's got some reloading equipment as well.
Got Sandman what joined us. He's got some rounds there. So we know what he does. Yes, bro. Mark Thomas. Let me see what Mark Thomas got to say here. Pre-68 companies like Herders still ship guns. Yeah, you used to buy them actually, I think Lee Harvey Oswald bought his out of a catalog or an ad or something.
Yeah.
I remember the days you could open a magazine and have a gun for sale. Yeah, you just buy it out of the magazine.
You can't do it no more. At least
No, you surely can't.
Like Mark Thomas said, pre-68.
I'll try to get I'll plan a couple of, maybe a panel in advance for all of us instead of just last minute thing, and come up with some more topics, maybe discussion, and do some reloading stuff.
Well, actually, you can still get a gun shipped to your house.
Oh yeah.
It's black powder though.
You can get uppers on an AR shipped to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get the lower serial number.
I bought. That's how I got mine. I bought 2 uppers, complete uppers from Bear Creek Arsenal.
Mhm.
Like $300-400 each total. I mean total, $300-400 for both. I spent $250 for 2 lowers. Went and got them registered. Went to the FFL to get those 2. But I just stuck them together, pinned them together, about let it go.
Mhm.
So I got rifles for less than $1,000.
They're wanting, I'll go a little political topic. They're wanting, I won't get politics, but they're wanting to, there's a confusion around the way America does the serial numbers versus the rest of the world. I don't know if you all are aware of that topic, what I'm talking about right now. Yeah. And goes to court a few times. It's been tossed. The judge has tossed it and it's messed the ATF up. And in some countries, the upper is considered the serialized thing. In our country, it's the lower. And the only reason I think they won't dip into that, because that means they would have to admit for decades that they screwed up. And they're not going to admit that because, you know who.
It was the standard. The lower had the trigger. Basically, the lower guns had the trigger.
Yeah, we do. But I think in certain European countries, it's whatever the cartridge goes in is considered the serialized, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that's right, the article I read. Read it a few years ago, actually.
Europeans wrong. Europe is wrong.
Mm-hmm. What it was here in America, they've had a few cases where the judge tossed some cases, and the ATF lost. And I started looking into it a little bit more, and they started talking about the controversy over those serial numbers. So I have read that article a few years back on that one. Hey, James Pollard's with us. Good to see you, James. This is weird, guys. Talking about technology. I was talking to Mac earlier. You see that mountain? It looks cool, all that valley there. I took it completely out of StreamYard, right? I put it on blank like I used to have it. Guess what? It won't go away. I can go in settings and look, and I deleted it. I actually deleted it out of the settings of StreamYard, and look what you're still looking at. You're still looking at grass and trees. I don't know why. It's either in the cache, it's on the server. StreamYard, I suspect there's some kind of little glitch with StreamYard in their software. It's kind of crazy because I tried to get rid of that and it did not work. So what Brutal Bob's got going. That's something I'd like to do, some coyote shooting.
Yeah, I've never done that. That would be fun.
Hey, AR?
Yeah.
Go to settings.
I did.
Hold on, you get the hell out of that. You go back to settings on your bottom. You got a selection of it. Background. Hit none.
I did. Yeah,
I don't know.
it's on none. That's what's weird. I was telling you it won't go away. I actually had the background under my where it says virtual backgrounds. I actually got rid of it, deleted it. That this mountain thing, I got an email, so I've got a backup. And I took that out completely off the, in the software and clicked none. And guess what? It's still there. It won't go away. I can't explain it. Boom. That accidentally happened. There we go. But you been reloading anything lately, Critter, or doing anything?
I haven't done anything. I refuse to pay $100 for a brick of primer. It's been too dang windy to go out there and try to cast.
Mm-hmm. I got 1,000 brick, $100 in Georgia. Small pistol. Ridiculous. I mean, 79, I could see like it is online, but and knowing that the store I go to, it's a mom and pop, but they're known for high prices. I won't name any names but I buy a lot from them over the years. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you, man.
Well, I'm kind of isolated in the middle of nowhere. Either way, I've got 60 miles to Abilene or 85 miles to Fort Worth.
Wow.
Or another 75 miles to go up to Brownwood or down to Brownwood, or Breckenridge is another 40 miles.
You live way out then, don't you?
Well,
any houses around you?
I got the Chinese oil company next to me. It used to be my uncle's place.
Interesting.
Years ago.
So there's no neighborhoods around you or nothing for miles. Wow.
I live on a county road.
Okay. Cool.
Just about 100 yards away from train tracks.
I could have got that online for $79. By the time I paid shipping and hazmat, I would have been really up there. So I just got these. But locally, it really shouldn't be no $100. But they've been that way. This shop's had them in for several months now, and it's always $99.99.
You can't, Chris. Is those Unix?
I've seen those.
Whatever the hell they are. There's four.
As long as people keep paying $100 for a brick, there's no reason for it to come down.
True.
At the end of the day, if they get in the demand, they're going to keep the prices up. And it's just
Apple Valley has them, small rifle primers for $71.
Okay, it's coming down a little bit then. Still, yeah.
It's the Unix Genix primer.
All right.
How you doing, Walter? Good to see you.
Hey, Walter. Good to see you. Anyway, are you still listening, Hillbilly? And he may have took another break. Hey, man, sorry.
That's okay. I'm sorry.
Oh,
my wife had just got home, so I was talking to her for a second. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay. Don't worry. It's casual chat. I'm not really. I say I don't even have any content. I don't even have anything worked up. Usually, what I typically do, not like you do, but I actually call Echo, and we sit and do a list on this big whiteboard of things, of different topics and things. And matter of fact, I text him this evening. I haven't heard nothing. I get these texts occasionally, and he'll go, "Yeah, brother, I've been reloading and running errands with my cousin now. I'm back at the house a little bit, having update my Google account to 100 gigabyte." And I'll tell him, "Yeah, that's good. I need you back in the stream, man, as a co-host." That's what I tell him. I miss Echo. He's
but Rebel, don't you get bonus oil boat checks?
Hey, Walter. Seen Walter's out there.
Yeah. He's seeing primers at 79. Yeah, I was hoping these would be 79. Me and my brother went I go my candy stores, gun stores, and we have one in Georgia. Matter of fact, in Congress we have a guy called Andrew Clyde. I don't know if y'all heard of him. He's from Georgia.
I like him.
Okay, he's got a heck of a big gun store here in Georgia. Boy, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got fairly good prices too. He beats most everybody around by. So I'll give you an example. AR, say he may have a Daniel Defense at $16.99. Everywhere else is $19.99 or $21.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got really good prices. And, matter of fact, he's working on trying to do away with the reform the NIC system actually, because he says what is it? Sometimes in his story, he says some people have to wait 30 days before they can get finally get approved.
Wow.
I don't know the details.
Those were, I thought those were European primers, the Romanian primers, or whoever it was, some European company.
Hey, I'll take any immigrant primer there is out there from any country. Wolf used to be out there a lot. I don't think they import anymore. I don't know on that one.
That's something I would like to do eventually is open up a gun store.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? You do reload,
I
right?
got
Hillbilly?
really aggravated. Huh?
You reload, right? Or you just gun?
No, that's something I really want to get into. I just
Oh wow.
have been so busy and I want to do it. I just don't have the time. And I know, like, you know, they'll say, well, if you wait for the time, you'll probably never do it. But it's just, I just can't right now. But it's something I'm, really want to do.
Cool. Yeah, it's kind of you can go down the rabbit hole, so be aware of that. Everything's eye candy. Well, yeah.
I went down that rabbit hole, and I loaded 10, 12 gauge, 9, 38 special, 357, 38 long coat, 45 ACP, 45 coat.
Hint, hint. If you watch Mac's channel, you'll be wanting everything. You kidding? He's got that. Was it 120i scale? It dispenses the powder. I want the scale first. I think it's around 550, 580 at some places. I want to get that scale with a third digit. Uncle Jim calls it a third digit. I want that scale. I'll probably still keep my RCBS because it's good. It don't do ball powder though, worth of crap. It just those little beady beads, they just fall out. Sometimes they'll even get down in the thing if you're not careful. Now Varget, stuff like that, no problem.
Do you use the straw in it?
Yes.
You got the straw and it's still having problems.
With ball, yeah. Fine ball powder. It'll start just
Actually,
all of a sudden just start getting all over the scale. A little bit, here and there. You'll see it.
you use stick powder, those hard stick powder.
I do. I got Varget, some Varget here.
Lee drum powder, Lee drum powder. What do you call it? Dispenser.
Yeah. Perfect powder measure by Lee.
The drum one.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It won't. It'll meter better.
Okay. Yeah, Echo's got the perfect powder measure. He says it throws Varget good.
Yeah.
My measure. Oh, let me show you. $200, but a good one. Redding 3BR. Now, does it throw pretty good? Yeah, and it cuts Varget. But Echo says he has a really good throws with the Lee Perfect powder measure. So I'm gonna get that.
Red is a good powder measure. I got one of those red-ins. They're very good.
Yeah, I wished I had bought the. I'm trying to think. 10X pistol, 25 grain. I would have used it to throw the 223 5.56 powder.
I bought 4 Hornady powder drops, and I always had problems with specifically the stick powder.
Yeah.
I went into the Lee drum powder, and it's cheap. The Lee drum was cheaper, like $30, plus the adapter was another 20. Then I spent $50 on the Dramworks.
Yeah. The hopper plastic. You went to glass, right?
Well, it's a different plastic.
Is it? I thought it was glass at one time. Huh. I'll take a look at them again. I know it's not. It doesn't do like the plastic does here.
Yeah.
Turn colors. But yeah, Echo tells me that the Elite Perfect Powder Measure throws Varget good. So I'm kind of surprised.
Well, I set it up for all my rifles. So I've got it set up for, was it
Mhm.
200, 223 and 300 blackout for one. And if I can spread it out for the 4570.
Okay. Well, that's a heck of a round. That 4570 is.
Yeah.
Jesus, already. Well, we're gonna close out here shortly. Already running up almost an hour and a half here, about another 10 minutes. See who all's out there. G-Web's joined us. Gun Websites. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in, man.
Yeah.
20 thumbs up. Good evening.
Yeah, and since G-Web's out there, he has a it's basically kind of like a GoFundMe deal to get a new machine for patches and stuff. So anyway, I don't think I can post a link to it. If anybody that's moderator can. He does so much for the gun community and the Second Amendment and stuff, man. I always enjoy supporting everything he does.
Yeah, he does a lot of streams. I catch him sometimes even at, I think, midnight occasionally. I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'll run into it and I'll get on there. But been a little while lately. I had COVID this month, or at least the month of January. So I haven't really got out there and surfed as much as I'd like to. I typically just lay in bed sometimes with my phone and I see a live stream, I'll cast it to my TV. Yeah, we'll see what he says. I have 7 auto drums. They work well except with very fine powders like H110. I seen some H110 the other day. And I actually, we talked on email about that. I was wanting to get some silhouette for 40 caliber. Don't know if my brother will get it, but I do got all these goodies here. And I like so far I like Starline brass. It's nice brass. And they shipped it, I think, within 3 days, even though it didn't say in stock or anything. I told my brother, I said, don't worry about it. They're a good company. They'll have it out there faster. When it comes off the line, they'll put it in a box and ship it to you really quick. Yeah, I definitely want that. Going back to that scale, I want that scale. Max got that 120. I wanted that scale a long time. I paid, back in the day, I think I paid $289 for my RCBS Charge Master. Now I think it's, what, $350? $370 probably. It was at $389 or something one time. Actually, I got it separated. You can actually, the Charge Master 1500, you can take the scale off and use it by itself. And the rest of it's up there on the shelf. I typically use that when I measure 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6. Oh. But 16 on. See what G-Well says here.
I just put the link up to gun website.
I think I was able to. I didn't know if I was going to or not, but
I think you can only throw a link if you're a moderator.
okay. Yeah, it did go. See, I don't think it.
Somebody put G-Webs up there.
Yeah, I've got it up there.
You got, okay. Got it.
Yeah, it's up there. I got the link up there now.
Okay. It's lagged what it is here. I don't have it yet here. Oh, I found a workaround on big screen TVs today. Something technical. I know we're a gun channel, but I like talking about, I run into all kinds of things. I have a big screen Sony 2022. It's hardwired in to only handle 100 megabits per second or 96 average. And it tends to, even with 4K, it tends to buffer a little bit. I found a workaround on it. I went to Amazon and got a gigabyte USB 3.0. I think it's $10. I hooked it in my TV. My TV now is up and download 890 something megabits per second. So my movies now, boy, I mean, they load fast, Mac. So if anybody wants to work around on the hardware of a smart TV, go on Amazon, look for a gigabyte USB adapter, and you'll way up there, man. Your speed will just blow your mind. All you do is plug it into and it works. Boy, my movies now, man, it bam, bam. I mean, I can rewind now, and used to it would take a while to, like that with a little circle. I rewind and bam, my picture's there in a second. So I tested on it. Go ahead.
Your TV didn't have a hard hookup for your internet?
It does, but it's a hardwired, and only the spec on it will only handle 96 to 100 megabits per second.
Oh, okay.
That's the standard out there.
Okay.
So it's not really designed for the gigabyte yet, but you can, for $10, there's a workaround on that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and boy, it's worth it, every bit of it. So, anybody likes movies and want a fast internet on a smart TV, let me know.
Well, if anybody ever wondered what it's like to shoot your big flat screen TV, I did a video on that.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Sound like
it went out like just I don't know how many, not very many days after warranty, and like it had sound but no picture, nothing. So you could listen to everything, and like you could like even change the channels and everything, but no picture. So I called them, and they're like, "Oh no, it's out of warranty. You're gonna have to pay for it and everything." So I'm like, "It's cheaper just go ahead and buy another new one," So I was going to throw that thing away, and I thought, you know what? I'd really like to shoot this thing. So to get to the range, and they're actually tougher than I thought they would be. A lot tougher.
Yeah, it was Presley used to shoot TVs. Actually, I went here a few months ago, and they had them on display in the complex across the street. That was a 19-inch TV, black and white, maybe in color, probably color, knowing him. And there's the bullet hole.
Yeah.
He was he shot a car once, I know of. I forget the name of the model he had, but he got mad at it, put a hole in it. He shot a black toilet once because it was stopped up. He shot it and destroyed it. He shot through a Vegas hotel, through a bathroom, almost killed Linda Thompson. Bullet whizzed right by her through the restaurant. And here's another story. Years ago, a lot of people don't know it. They think he's just shot TVs. Anyway, he fired guns off occasionally at the ceiling, and they had a leak in the International Hotel, and nobody could ever figure it out there for a while. It could be a drip, but it was, he just got a gun out, bam, shot the roof, ceiling. And he was a nice guy, but boy, when he got mad, they said he was either nice, and when he got mad, boom, look out. He just, but very, very well mannered. I am. I toured I went to Graceland 2 years after he passed. It was not a museum. Digger, his grandmother, was still in the mansion, and Vester Presley, his uncle, was still at the guard gate. And I talked with him probably 30 minutes or so. Yeah. That was 2 years. That was 24 months though after he died. And I think later, 82 or 83, Priscilla turned that into a museum, basically.
Yeah.
When I was there, some guy in an electric cart, an elderly guy, knocked over the rope. I stand right there. All of a sudden, I heard that thing go off. Boy, he hit that grip. Bam! Slid the table over in about that far. And I said, Lisa Marie's going to be mad as hell. I mean, just almost knocked the lamp off with that electric three-wheel scooter. And I thought, boy, I said, well, here's what it is. I looked at that white carpet, and you can see where it just whoop. And we went to what's called a semi-private tour. Boy, it was great. Private tour. Paid almost $200 for it, though. They get you in there. You go at the pace. You're able to bypass hundreds of people in line with the guide. Yeah, so it's well worth it. Anyway,
did you enjoy that knife, Hillbilly?
Oh yeah, yeah, I did.
I managed to find one with like the American flag on it for you.
Got it right here.
Let me see, man. Blow you up, man. Well, see, that's why I'm trying to get rid of that green background. So that's as big as I can get you. Used to blow up the whole screen. That's nice.
They're good knives, aren't they? They're good fun.
Yeah, I love it, buddy.
You won what? Max raffle? Was it?
I know I
Yeah, I
didn't
sent
win the
you.
raffle. I donated to the cause there for
Oh,
Echo, and so Mac was sweet enough to send me that, and I really appreciate it.
Nice. Yeah, Mac's a good guy. Like I said, I'm trying to get to Echo. Boy, he's getting harder and harder to get a hold of. I'll probably get a text in the morning sometime. And he gets busy with his cousin. Has got health issues and all that. He's got to help out on there. I don't think it's a ranch, but it is out rural. I know they got a shooting range set up now. And supposedly, I know his original thing was we was going to do some live streams at the shooting range live. So that may be coming.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just basically trying to. He got his cables, I think, last week, and but he has bad cell service there at times. Either that or he's sleeping around the clock. I don't know which one. Echo's good. Echo's a good guy. Always. Me and Echo, we stream so well. I know what he's thinking, and almost I know what he's going to say. Almost most of the time.
Yeah.
It's just we stream so long together like that. So, we got a Way No House 74 in here. Thank you for dropping in. I love listening to Elvis at my daughter. She is in her 20s. I gave her a picture one time for her birthday of Elvis, some frame thing, and she just looked at it like, huh, "Who's that?" You know, I don't care. I got this when we went to Graceland. All of a sudden, I won't say how old she is because it'll make me look old. She discovers Elvis Presley and goes, "Man, he could sing." I said, "Yeah, that's what I've been telling you since you were young, a little kid." I said, "The Beatles and Elvis Presley, they caused rock and roll to explode around the world, big time." So,
Well, in my house for many years, we still do. We play Elvis Christmas music during Christmas time a lot. So
I love his gospel. I typically don't like
yeah.
quartets.
Yep.
Boy, his gospel, God, beautiful music. Let's see. Way No House. I love it. Yeah.
I agree with you there, Hasbro.
I believe you're right, Hasbro. I bet I'm going to actually text him after we get off, and I'm going to say, I think you're up there running moonshine. Some days, he'll answer me maybe in 2 hours, 1 hour, and some days it's 24 hours. He always does reply. Like I told him tonight, he get his thing in gear. He's got some kind of something he wanted me. Last I talked to him last week was to help him get something hooked up in his system to get the streaming. I know he ordered some cables, HDMI, I think 10 foot. So I joke with him. I think he's nervous to come on. It's been so long since it's been over almost 7 months now since he's even been on the live stream. I think he's got cold feet, but we'll get him up here. Won't be long. Way No House. I love most of his music. Yep. I tell you, I was watching his Bodyguards one time. They was doing an interview. I watch a lot of rock history, and they said when was his best years? They said really, if you look back on it, in Vegas when he first started, he was at his peak, the max. He was able to do the karate, split out, the flashing lights, and then all of a sudden Vegas. They say Vegas basically just took him down worse and worse. And other issues took him down, of course, too. M. Gabriel joined us. Good to see you, M. Gabriel. Says, Mac Man, Bob wants to know, here I'll let you read it. Do you drink?
Not really, no. I used to drink a lot of that Irish whiskey, that Bailey's.
Mm-hmm.
I just drink a little bit of rum now, a little bit of rum and Coke. I'm a beer guy. I prefer my beer.
I used to be, I don't now, but I could go in a bar back in the old days and I could do 3 or 4 beers, a few tequila shots, a few Hawaiian shooters, a few Russian Quaaludes, and even drink a glass of wine. And the waitress looked at me and said, "How do you drink so much combination?" I said, "Don't bother me. I could switch just like that on a dime." Yeah, it's just the way I was. I was no big deal. I'd go vodka, gin, tequila. So, go ahead.
when I was a lot younger and I was playing rugby and we used to watch the Welsh internationals, we used to go out at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, get ready for the game, watch the game. And I've done 30 pints and remember going home.
Wow.
And if you think that over here, a pint is 16 ounces, in the UK, a pint is 20 ounces.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I did 30 pints in an afternoon and evening session and remember walking home. Yeah. If it wasn't for my wife, I'd be dead now because I would have drunk myself into a grave because I used to drink.
I had
rugby.
it was a kind of a mom and pop bar, Dudley's, in 1980s. I went by the next day and seen this guy walking down Beaufort Highway. I seen him, I think, a week later. And he comes up to me and says, "Man, what happened to me?" And he said, "I was out walking the roads and don't even know how I got there." And we were buying shooters and stuff, and he got wasted. And he goes out walking apparently, and he says, what the hell did you all give me? It was funny, boy. I says, "Nothing, just drinks, you know." And he didn't know what lit him up.
I've gone to the bar, walked out the bar at 6 a.m. in the morning and gone straight to work.
I have 4 o'clock, 3:30 in Georgia and DeKalb around Atlanta. Yeah, back in the day. I don't do that anymore, though.
Hell no, it'd kill me if I did it now. I'd be lucky to drink 10 pints now.
I used to go from YPG down to the Yuma bars, drink a beer, play darts for about 2 hours. Then I get back in the truck, drive home. I have to worry about the DWI. At that time, I was in the military, and we couldn't afford it.
I remember when those Ospreys, that's the one that lands like this, isn't it? Vertical, takes off like a chopper and then lands like a one Osprey. Isn't that what he's talking about, Walter? The Osprey. I remember when that first, I can't remember what year, decade, but I remember when those first hit. They were kind of amazing. That's what I'm thinking about. It's the one. I think that's it. That's the plane that takes off vertically and lands like a chopper. And it can fly like a plane. Am I right, Walter? You'll let me know. Wade No House says, "I live at the end of Nass Woodby Freight Line. I feel like I'm still on an aircraft carrier." Warsaw Patriot. Yeah, V-22 Osprey. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen them. I remember when they first came out. I can't remember what year. And a little controversy, he says, yeah. I can't remember. Was it the early Bush years or before? It's been a long time, so I don't recall.
My grandparents used to live on we call it an estuary. It's where the river enters the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's built up both sides, and their house was right up on top.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember as a kid standing in their front garden, looking down into the estuary, and the fighter jets used to come up out of the sea, off the sea, and up the river, and you were actually looking down at the jet. We were above the jet. They were flying so low that we were looking into the cockpits. You could actually see the pilots, and we were above the jets. They were flying underneath us. It was amazing.
That is wild.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was just, and then everybody started complaining, and they stopped it all, and they had to fly higher. And it was great. They were flying, and they were actually, when they were flying, you could see the tails coming off the water. They were that low going up the river. It was throwing up like wake of water where it was blasting through it. It was amazing to see.
I tell you what impresses me, and that's that C-133 gunship. No, I could be wrong on C-133, but it's a gunship. They got those big, what is it? The automatic thing driven with a starter. All you do is pull the trigger. Then they got the big old giant cannons, there, and it's all computer controlled, and they fly in a circle and just blast the crap out of the Middle East people. They'll be running down the street or running through the woods, and they'll just bam, 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 and like gophers, and just blowing them up, man. It's unreal.
Wow.
During the what is it, the Gulf War and all that? Not the Gulf, the Iraq War. Man, it was go on YouTube and look it up, man. It's like watching a video game, except they're actually blowing people up. It's a trip. But good to have you on, Hillbilly. You want to plug something before we end up signing off here? Tell everybody about your channel or when you stream, whatever you like.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. I had a good time. Yeah, I have a gun channel, and my gun channel is I don't know how else to kind of class it other than maybe entertainment. I just try to have a good time and have a lot of fun, and try to make some fun content for people. I will have a video coming out tomorrow afternoon sometime, and I'm actually attached a challenge to it, and it's called the Annie Oakley Challenge.
Wow.
So little sharpshooting on it, and I'm literally using a high point rifle, and so it's a lot of fun. I hope that people enjoy it, and maybe some other people will try it, because I wasn't sure I could do these challenges or these shots until I tried them. So it's a lot of fun. So hopefully people enjoy that.
That's what you were editing a while ago before we got you on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, no,
It's
that's fine.
Great to have you on, though. I enjoyed that.
No, man, I appreciate it very much. And
your channel's unique. I remember when you first invited me on, because you actually come up with questions, and I kind of call it the hot seat, because used to do interviews, and I told Mac this story, and I go, interview? I said, he said something about interviewing me one night in the show, and I said, nope, not me. I'm not getting in the hot seat. But I enjoy your questions.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, and I had that Saturday night show. I call it Guns, Beer, and Therapy. And we just always a great people on the panel, and we always have just a great fun side chat. And I hope everybody enjoys it, and as long as people do, I'll just keep doing it. So
yeah, I enjoy being on there, man. I appreciate you having me on. Very much so. I was thinking, I couldn't remember if it was 130 or 133, but C-130 gunship. That thing's amazing. That's plane. Boy, they say they fear over there years ago. You read articles and said they would tremble in fear and run like crap, like rats, when they hear that thing overhead or see it. Actually, probably didn't see it, but they seen it when it started firing. They see it on the ground. Bam, bam. But I appreciate you coming on. What you got going on, Critter? You want to plug anything?
Not really.
Not really. You're not reloading any lately? No videos, no nothing. You mostly work over on the forum, aren't you? Still, huh?
It ain't windy to try to cast or anything. It's too wet to go shoot.
Last time you cast, you got burned up, didn't you?
Well, that too. I think I fixed it. I found me a glove to put on, protect my thumb.
Yeah.
It's just been too windy to try it. I don't want to risk having a 40, 50 mile an hour gust of wind blow hot lead at me. Yeah.
Well, it's good having you, Hillbilly. I appreciate you. Critter, go over to you, Mike.
Well, thanks for having me. AR, it's always great to come on. Thanks to everybody in the side chat. It's been great. There's some great conversations going on over there that was popping tonight, so that was really good. What about me? So I've started doing a live stream, guys. If you want to jump on, I'm on a Monday night, 7 o'clock. I think it's Mountain Time they call it here, or Arizona time. 7 o'clock. I've started doing a little live stream that's based around equipment. I think last week we did cutting the crimp off and cleaning primer pockets out. The week before it was all about the RCBS bench primer. This week I bought a new rifle a few weeks ago. I bought a Henry 3030, and I managed to get hold of some brass. It's already been pre-cleaned. So what I'm going to do is probably run and start. We'll set it up in the Red and T7. We'll pop the primer out, clean the pockets, lube it, size it, set the dies up, because it's something new. It's a new caliber for me. I've never done 30-30 before. It's going to be a new one. So I've managed to get some red in dyes. So I think the stream on Monday night is going to be about how to go about setting up a new caliber, a rifle caliber. So hopefully that'll bring interest to some of you guys. And I'm going to try and get out. I got to do some gun videos. I haven't been out for such a while shooting. I've been so busy with work. I've got all these new stuff that I've never shot. So I'm going to get out and try and get some videos done over the weekend and get them posted up. And yeah, that's about it. Just thanks for having me on. It's been great talking to you all, guys.
Yeah, good to have you, Mac. Always good to see you, Critter. Good to talk with you. Good to have you on, Hillbilly. Appreciate you dropping in. Last minute thing, I didn't know. I actually had it scheduled and I canceled it. Then I threw it back up and me and Mac just started streaming again. But I highlighted Kettle Kitchen. He's a nice guy. Check him out. Yeah, probably have to search on that one. But he's Tony. He does streams. Oh God, I'm trying to think what he does. Collaborations, you name it. He does some things. Some kind of I won't know. I hadn't got in that deep yet. It's been a while. January's not been a good month for me catching live streams. I've kind of lost touch on some of these channels. But thank you for coming in, Tony. Good to see you too, my friend. And I will get back into your live streams and say hello. I miss them. I go in his, quite a few people. Good to have you on. I had about 17 on here again a while ago. Tim S. jumped in there. Kettle Kitchen. Walter, Hillbilly Ups over here. James Pollard. I've basically called you all out. Appreciate you coming in. Matt, thank you for being here. Thank you, Hillbilly. Thank you, Critter. Have a good one. See you on the next one. God bless. Take care, everyone.
Good night.
See you. Thank you.
Get some ammo and start shooting your guns and learn to reload, everyone. It's a good thing to learn.
You betcha.
Bye-bye.
Bye.